right, we are live. Welcome back. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Coming at you late this evening with a little uncensored rant. And first of all, I'm joined by a very special friend of mine this this late evening. How are you doing, Mr. CM Styles of Destroying Kayfabe?
I'm going to be honest, dude. I'm pretty tired, but, after talking about what we saw this past week, there's a lot that needs to be talked about.
Yeah, I think it does need to be addressed. I saw it addressed a lot on social media today, and I've been rather quiet about it. And I'll be honest. I'm not doing this to. I'm not doing this for this to go viral. I'm not doing this for views. I'm doing this for me, for what I believe in personally. And I think Styles feels the same way, which is why I invited him on here. We got a few viewers already. That's nice to see this late at night. Blood Rain in the chat. Heard something about a line being said by Ambrose that Roman deserves cancer. This is the lowest of the low by the E. That and something Stephanie said about dismemberment. Yeah, I heard about the dismemberment thing, but this is mainly about Roman. Aussie, the Aussie Impact guy is in the chat. Good day to you, sir. From down under. Yeah, they did. It was distasteful. That's certainly one word for it. So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, or maybe have not heard this yet, I played this for Styles. And for those of you, I'm not going to play the video because it'll get taken down immediately, but I will play the audio. So here's a portion of that.
You don't get it yet, do you, man? Things have changed. Over the past 6 years, the Shield did more harm than good, sure. They love the Shield all over the world, but nobody knows how we were when the camera stopped rolling. We were rotten to the core from the very beginning. And now time has caught up to us. And we're all going to pay for it in different ways. The old saying goes, what goes around comes back around on you. It's come back around on us in a big way. And now we're all going to get what we deserve. I mean, look at.
We're all going to get what we deserve. Just let that sink in for a second. Okay, I'm going to continue this.
Roman's part for what Roman did in the Shield. He has to answer to the man upstairs. And what's worse, you have to answer to me.
I'm going to rewind that real quick. Listen to the crowd after he says this. If you don't think people didn't notice this right away, listen to the crowd if you can hear it.
Comes back around on you. It's come back around on us in a big way, and now we're all gonna get what we deserve. I mean, look at Roman. The Roman's part for what Roman did in the Shield. He has to answer to the man upstairs.
About 10 seconds of straight groans from the crowd.
Yeah, that's just completely unacceptable.
Blood Rain says, tasteless either way. Another log on the fire for me for my hatred for that company. Yeah, it's funny. They just came off of what I would call a very successful weekend. Whether you like the booking or not, some of it was a little wacko, especially on the Survivor Series part of it. Styles, did you have a chance to see anything from this past weekend?
I missed War Games, but I did catch Survivor Series. I saw most of it. As a matter of fact, I think I saw all of it except for the pre-show. It was a solid show. For once, it was a decent WWE product, and then the next night, they just completely made me change my feelings for how this company runs.
It just left just a sour taste in my gut. It makes me sick that they would. Okay, number one, I mean, there's several points here. Number one, besides who's behind it, for Ambrose to say that, you got to think Ambrose is the type of guy, if he's fed something to say, would have the heart and maybe a little bit of soul to say, no, fuck that. I ain't saying that. No, that's ridiculous. In fact, if I was asked to say that, I would punch the fucking guy in the face that handed me the piece of paper that told me to say it. Then I would go to Vince and say, did you okay this? And if he said yes, if I was Ambrose, I'd punch him in the fucking face.
Yeah, I couldn't agree anymore. Better yet, not only would I have done that, I would have walked out of the company. I mean, yeah, WWE is PG. We want edgier content. But when you say things like what Dean Ambrose had to say to a live crowd and to those watching on television, that breaks a whole new boundary for, to give us a reason to hate the company even more. I was just getting ready to get back into the company. I just moved into a new location. I just got cable TV again just so I can watch this so-called great company. And I missed this Monday Night Raw, most of it, and I caught the video because you reminded me of what I missed. And as soon as I heard that, I was just like, you know what? There's a reason I canceled my WWE Network subscription. It's things like this. I could see it. The storyline was kayfabe, but it's not. And to drop Roman Reigns out there like that, the drop of a hat, what the fuck are you thinking, Vince? Seriously. You just lost hundreds and thousands of fans because of what you said. Your fan base is going to slowly die away, and it's going to end up in another company because of things like this. And
they're if they keep this shit up, they're going to lose TV. I mean, how would NBC feel about them saying this about Roman and his cancer? How would Fox, their brand new multi-billion-dollar fucking deal with Fox for SmackDown? I wonder how they feel about this. I wonder if they know.
Yeah, I'm surprised this hasn't spread out like wildfire yet. I mean, like we said before, the show started, people are talking about it, but it hasn't caught enough attention. And, not to be the social justice warrior, but I think it needs to go out there a little bit more. I think NBC needs to review that file or that link and realize, how can you say this about a dying man? It leaves a bad taste.
I would say a man fighting for his life, but yes, absolutely. And apparently Stephanie, I didn't hear the line about Stephanie, but I did hear about it, about the dismemberment thing, and that just and that ties in with the whole political thing of, well, it's not really political, it's more of a international, well, I guess you could say political thing. the controversy about the man from America who was killed. He was like, I can't think exactly the term or the title that he had. He was one of the Saudi representatives for the United States was killed over there, and apparently murdered and dismembered. So the fact that and I hate talking about politics, but I just read a headline this morning when I woke up saying that Trump backs Saudi in light of the gentleman's name who was dismembered. It's like, wow, really? That makes me like just even more sick. Not that I want to get on that discussion because I hate politics, but that just I saw that headline and I was like, wow. That's love my country, hate my government. That's all I gotta say. It's oh,
yeah. I hate politics with a passion, but when things like this happen, you know, it really pisses me off.
Blood Rain in the chat says, if I were Fox, I'd back out. Hell yeah, man.
Oh yeah. I hope they were watching this too. I really do. Like,
go spend your money on a company that is, you know, rising up from the ashes, like Impact Wrestling, that has quality on their program every single week. And it is a little edgier product, but they shine in their wrestling. Oh, and they can be edgy without being complete fuckheads too. They throw a little sexy in there.
Yeah.
They throw a little smoking references in there.
I don't get where the company's going.
What's that?
I don't get where the company's going anymore. Like, I keep thinking of the whole PG thing. I get it. PG means parental guidance. It means it's still not suitable for kids. But when you go this far, at least for one night only, at least go with a TV 14 rating, because that's exactly what it went. And you know, I hate to stick to the same subject, but it's really hard to talk about, man.
It is. It just it makes me thirsty is what it makes me. Blood Rain also says in the chat, like the Mexican wrestler who threw the real cinder block at another wrestler's head, causing that wrestler to have surgery to remove a blood clot in his head, which happened last night in Mexico. Yeah, it happened somewhere over the weekend, over the last few days. I saw that footage went viral and is being shared by several wrestlers on social media.
I completely missed that.
Oh man, everybody and their mother. It's a hardcore fight somewhere in some Mexican small arena, and this guy, this turd of a wrestler, brought out a real cinder block. Okay, we've seen cinder blocks used several times over the last couple decades. You know, and you punch them and they just shatter, explode, poof. Yeah, I've seen Killer Cross do it in a promo. We've seen we've seen it used in the WWE. I believe it was between Kane and Ambrose, or Seth and Ambrose, a couple of years ago. We've seen it used several times. This was a real freaking hard ass brick. And the guy walks down the ramp with two of them, gets in the ring, walks up to the other side of the ring where the guy is outside, throws it, smashes it over his head, causing him to go flat on the ground. And he's motionless for a good several seconds. And then he starts twitching. And it's really scary to watch because there's a trail of blood next to him on the floor. It looks like smashed brains is what it looks like. It's horrible.
What is going on with the sport lately? There's a lot of shit going on. You know, on top of this whole Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns thing, and now you're talking about, you know, the Mexican wrestler who just got his head bashed in by a brick or a cinder block. I'm not sure if you talked about this yet because I've been kind of idle from the internet. James Ellsworth.
Oh, yeah. That's something that blew up over the weekend. Holy crap. Him sharing nude photos
To a 16-year-old girl.
with a teenage girl. And this is not to be confused with something like what happened with Enzo.
Yeah, and the sad thing is there is actual footage.
Yeah, that's the big difference. Enzo got off scot-free, not because he was slick, not because he had lawyers. It's because the girl that he allegedly had sex with was texting her best friend during it like, yeah, I'm in bed next to him, talking about it, chatting about it. If you're getting raped, you don't chat with your best friend about, yeah, he's laying right next to me, uh-huh.
Yeah, this right here, that's another thing. Like, the wrestling industry is slowly declining because of situations like that. And what we just saw this past Monday night on Raw, it just it makes me not want to be a fan anymore.
Yeah, it makes me ill. It really does. But you know what? I found something that made me, we'll say, a little more happy. And honestly, I should put this in another video, but I'm just gonna throw it in with this because I'm just I don't care tonight. I bookmark it. It's the same article I just shared with you. And this, I'm still trying not to get too excited about this, but this is very, very interesting. There was news that came out a while back about a company getting started between Chris Jericho and Jim Ross, including the guys from the Elite, Cody, the Young Bucks, Hangman Page, Marty Scurll, Kenny Omega. And money backed from someone overseas. I don't know who. The owner of the Jackson Jaguars is involved in it somehow, and I forget exactly what the verbiage was. But this is from a website that I don't normally go to. So like I said, I'm taking some of this with a grain of salt, but it's starting to sound more and more legit. The headline said, and this is from tonight. Yeah, it's from tonight. Well, it's the next day now from where I am, but we'll call it tonight still. Says all Elite Wrestling trademarks filed indicate new promotion owned by Jacksonville Jaguars.
That is some interesting news, and I was reading into it, and I was like, wow, I would like to see another promotion out there. But the thing is, we have so many promotions now, to focus on that one is going to be pretty tough.
It is, but there are several million fans out there dying to know what the next move for these guys are. Are they going to the WWE? Are they staying with Ring of Honor? Are they hell, for a hot second, I thought they might even be going to Impact Wrestling. Why not? I think it's a viable option. It's like, okay, you want to put some money on some hot talent, bring them in, hottest free agents. Why not? Maybe Anthem doesn't have quite that spending power, but nonetheless, yeah. I'm going to read some of this. It says All Elite Wrestling LLC has filed several trademarks in the past week or so, and the trademarks certainly give more credibility to the rumored wrestling promotion headed by Tony Khan, the co-owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars down in Florida. For those of you who have not kept up with the story, the rumor is that Jim Ross, Chris Jericho, the Young Bucks, Cody Rhodes, Marty Scurll, Hangman Page, and Kenny Omega would be part of the company. The following trademarks, this is where it gets interesting. This is the new news of the stuff going around. The following trademarks were filed within the last week by All Elite Wrestling LLC. AEW Double or Nothing, AEW All Out, AEW. This one's interesting. Tuesday Night Dynamite. Let that sink in for a second. I'm going to continue. All Out, Double or Nothing, All Elite Wrestling. Goes on to say Double or Nothing is the rumored name for the next All In pay-per-view. The idea is to run the show in Las Vegas, Nevada. There's been talk of an All In 3 happening on Labor Day. Tuesday Night Dynamite could be a sign that they have a weekly TV deal lined up. That'd be something. Tuesday night, which is fine, because later in 2019, when this is all supposed to be going on, is around the same time that SmackDown is going to Friday nights. So it's not going to interfere with anything. And even if it did, it wouldn't interfere for very long. So according to the trademark filings, All Elite Wrestling is based out of Jacksonville, Florida. That would also align with the rumors about the Khan family being involved. And then it says the registered address for All Elite Wrestling is the stadium for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm paraphrasing some of this. The stadium is owned by Shad Khan. Jericho has issued a denial, but it's Jericho who will never, ever, you'll never get him to confirm a story like this unless he's legally able to do so with approval from the owner. Had to throw that in there. Jim Ross basically gave a semi-denial on his podcast, and the Elite is staying quite quiet about the rumors. This is very, very interesting. The fact that there's actual trademarks being made by an elite company. I personally thought that whole story was BS about the whole Jim Ross and Jericho and the Elite and all that stuff. And dude, your thoughts on this, man?
My thoughts, I want to know who this elite company is. After seeing the link, the only elite that I could think of is Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks and Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, it's the group that has separated itself from the current Bullet Club. They are no longer the Bullet Club. Their last remaining Bullet Club shirts are being sold on ProWrestlingTees.com. They got the hot sale going on this week. Get the last Bullet Club shirts they're ever going to be. what's going to be very interesting is how they do merch as of the new year, calling themselves the Elite, and who actually has that trademark. I don't know who owns that, the Elite name. So
Yeah, I don't know either, but I like it. I dig it, but I have a feeling they're gonna have a name change within a couple months. Because I'm sure someone's gonna be like, "Oh, well, that was our trademark, and we want it back."
I don't know. I mean, I've never heard that before when they started calling themselves that. I mean, once in a while you hear something similar out there, you know, like someone calling themselves something and then someone else speaking up and like, hey, I came up with something almost exactly like that, but I haven't heard anything like, you know. Oh, what else is going on in the chat? James is a scumbag. Yes, James is a scumbag. If all this is 100% true, and it's starting to look more and more that it is, James Ellsworth, my goodness, everybody's canceling everything on his plans. You know, podcasts. He got kicked out of his podcasts. His showings at WrestleCade and everywhere else he was booked. They're canceling on him. So yeah, he's basically done in wrestling because why this girl hasn't gone to the police yet is I don't know. I'm scared.
Yeah,
I think she's a little scared, and I don't blame her. But you can't blame a girl for being scared. But she has come out about it, so I give her a lot of credit for that. What else here? Agent says, good to see you here, Agent, on this late Tuesday evening. Also, they should let Dean be Mad Moxley from his indie days because he knows how to be a real heel. Well,
yeah, the
yeah, but
CZW
right now he's
Moxley,
just
but the difference between being a heel and bringing in a personal vendetta, you know, you're separating the lines between reality and fantasy.
the closest. Go ahead, dude. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm just saying it. You just don't bring up a man like you said who's fighting for his life, and I feel like I'm beating a dead horse talking about it because that's the main subject here. Just if you're going for ratings, that's one thing. If you're going for more fans, that's another. But how to lose thousands of viewers in 5 minutes is just totally unbelievable.
Aussie Impact guy says, what do you think of the reports of Roman allowing it? I have not heard about those. I'm sure someone from the WWE is going to try to cover this up. Well, and like I said to Styles right before we went live, isn't it funny? The same night that this happened in LA, isn't it funny? WWE gave a huge several $1,000 donation to a children's hospital. Isn't that funny? Like maybe that'll smooth things over with the, oh, look how generous they are. Oh, look at what they did for the kids. No, you know what? Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that cover up bullshit.
You can do all the Susan G. scammings all you want and all the little Make-A-Wish and everything else. But the whole Be A Star thing came into effect as soon as Dean Ambrose went out there and dropped that one-liner. And I feel for the guy for having to say what he said. And maybe next week they'll do the same thing like Raven did in ECW when they put Sandman on a cross. He came out and he apologized for his actions. But the thing is, you really can't turn back on this one because that is just dropping. You know, you just went way too far. That's just my opinion.
Ozzy says it's like they bribed him to let them do it. I don't know. I honestly can't think Roman would have. You got to think Roman's the top of the company, or one of the guys at the top of the company. You got to think, being a top guy, you got to have some kind of common sense about that.
Oh, absolutely. And
I can't even imagine someone coming to him and, hey, I can't even put the words out there. I honestly cannot even put the words out there to even imagine the conversation that they would have with Roman to ask for permission to do this. Like I said, there's so many levels of bullshit here between who came up with the idea, Vince okaying it, and then it actually coming out of Ambrose's mouth. There's just so many levels of, oh my God, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, this is going to be talked about for days and weeks to come. And for those who are trying to sweep it under the rug, good luck with that. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Yeah, because I mean, and for something like this, I mean, and I sincerely feel bad for Roman. I sincerely still do, that he's got to lay in bed, take his medicine, pray to God that he gets better. And none of this is on none of my disgust is on Roman. Trust me. None of my disgust is on Roman, because I'm not even going to imagine, I'm not even going to entertain it for a millisecond that he'd be like, no, it's okay. No, fuck no. Don't even come at me with that. That's no. That's just no. Because like we've said before we went live, we've had people in our families fight cancer. My wife beat cancer 3 fucking times since we've been together. So I don't take cancer lightly. Cancer sucks.
Yes, it does.
And I don't care what kind of cancer it is. Hell, my dad just had some cancer removed from his leg, skin cancer. Hell, I just had a thing removed from my leg. I don't even know what the hell they called it. I'm not going to freak out about it, but it's taken a long freaking time to heal, I tell you that. But damn, it just makes me so damn sick. And like I said, it was right before I was about to start really thinking about paying attention to the product again, because it was going absolutely nowhere around WrestleMania. And when WrestleMania hit, I was like, you know what? That was the saddest freaking Mania that I've ever seen. I think I'm going to step away for a while. It was shortly after that I officially did. I canceled my network. Excuse me. I canceled my WWE network. And I was like, you know what? That's it for a while. And I focused on other things that, up and coming things that I wanted to dedicate my podcast to and my viewing to, my personal time to. Excuse me. Oh, the chat's getting censored again. What did you guys do? Blood Rain 3 times, amazing woman. And yeah, my wife is an amazing woman. Thank you. I love her dearly.
Awesome.
She is celebrating her 50th birthday this weekend, guys. Okay, I'm gonna switch gears here for a second because I gotta kind of take myself out of this sourpuss mood. So I gotta throw a little humor in there. I jokingly told her I was gonna get her a big black stripper, black hence the 50th. You know, you get like black balloons. Black is the color of 50th birthday. Damn, excuse me. I told her I was going to get her a big black stripper for her birthday. My dad, Mr. Conservative himself, you know, he's like 80. What is he? 82. What did he say? He goes, male or female? I spit out my food. I was like, oh, hell no, Dad.
Jeez.
I told her, I said, I'm going to see if the rock's available. She said, no, I don't want the rock. I was like, you what? I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, you wouldn't want the rock to strip for you? She's like, no, I wouldn't. I was like, okay. Then what kind of chocolate thunder do you want for your birthday? She goes, oh, I can't even think of the guy's name. He's got a really weird name. One of the black actors from, I believe it's Criminal Minds. And I cannot think of the guy's name. You know what? Just, you know, we're screwing around here. I'm just going to IMDb it.
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember.
I just can't think of his name. Criminal Minds. There it is. Look at that. Look at that. I love IMDb. Hey, what the hell? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. My computer's freaking out on me. See full. Yeah, because it's not showing up in the first. They usually, you know, throw a couple guys out there. Okay, come on, computer. Work with me here. We got people dying to know who this gorgeous piece of black chocolate is. Joe Montana. No, I'm kidding. He's also sexy, though. See, I got to snap myself out of this because I was getting really sour.
Shemar Moore?
Yes! Where the hell is that name? I'm looking for it. My computer is like not working with me here. Usually it shows pictures next to like all these guys and it's not showing me. It's not showing me shit. Yeah.
God, they named sexiest man of the year when they didn't even come look at me. Oh, that's good.
What's that?
In the chat.
Let's look at the chat. Happy birthday to Mrs. J Bone. Thank you, Aussie Impact Guy. I will let you know that my viewers are giving her some love. No black roses, though. No other company pulls sleazy crap like this, right? Blood Rain says, I hit my 43rd birthday 2 months ago. Well, happy belated birthday. I'm 44. I know how that feels. Jay, you are her rock. Well, thank you. She's my rock. She's my better half.
If you smell what he's cooking.
That's right. Oh, sorry. The guy they named sexiest man of the year when they didn't even come look at me. Oh, that's what you read. Okay. Shemar Moore. Yes, that is the name. He's a stud. Yes, he is. All my viewers are studs in my book. That's all I gotta say. I have some great viewers. Because whenever I have a look at it, I'm dumping cans now. It's getting ugly over here. Whenever I have a senile moment, because I am an older podcaster, but I take that with pride. I earned all my pounds and my gray hairs. Whenever I have a senile moment and I can't think of a name, Usually my devoted viewers fill in the blanks for me so wonderfully. Idris Elvis was named Sexiest Man of the Year. Oh, I heard about that. AKA the soon-to-be new James Bond. What?
Yeah. They are really thinking about doing, actually not thinking, they are actually pulling it off, and I'm actually looking forward to watching it. Because he's one of my favorite UK actors.
He is a good actor. I've seen him in a few things. He was in, oh God, now I can't think of nothing. No, he was in, he was in Ragnarok.
Yes.
Amongst many other things, of course.
Guard of Asgard.
What's that?
He was the guard of Asgard, I believe.
Yeah, the dude with the long hair that saved all the people.
He was in that. He was in 28 Weeks Later, which was a zombie apocalypse-based film. Another movie that I enjoyed back in 2011 called The Losers. He was a special forces agent, and he was pretty legit. And the ending was a swerve with his character, and I was like, "Oh, you made me hate him." But trying to think what else. He's in all kinds of movies. I have quite a few movies. Prometheus. He was the captain of the ship.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. It says it in the chat.
Captain Janik.
Losers. You know what? I've got that. I think I've got that DVD. I never even watched it. It was one of those that I bought for like $1 on a Black Friday. Like I bought like a stack of DVDs probably 10 years ago or whatever year it was.
You better start watching them.
Yeah, they're buried somewhere back here. Actually, all my wrestling ones are right here. My cat's always like mess with them. And then I got a whole stack over here, and that's all my odds and ends. That's all my movies and my series and whatever. So yeah, and we've completely gone off track here, but and I don't want to stay up all night and talk about this, but Styles, they censored you. What did you?
What? I got censored?
Yeah.
Probably because I posted a link.
Oh, what did you, dude? Quit posting porn. I'm kidding.
Oh, come on, man. You know you want to click it.
Ah. Oh, showing off all your movies. Yeah, there you go.
That's right.
That is Styles' new office where he is podcasting from now. Your new setup.
Yes, and I'm not even done yet.
It's a work in progress. No, that's all right.
It is. It'll probably be another few weeks.
December or early 2019?
Probably right before Christmas.
Okay.
That's the plan. It all depends.
We're gonna
a company can bring me back into their life again after the situation that happened.
We're gonna ring in the new year with some destroying kayfabe.
I would love to bring it back. I've already did the return video. Didn't put a set date, but it is coming back. It will be a morning show when the wife is working and the kids are at school. So it should be interesting to see what I talk about.
Blood Rain looks to be very interested in what kind of games you have. N64, SNES,
SNES, GameCube, Dreamcast, Atari 5200, Atari 2600, Atari 7800. I got almost everything. Take your time, brother. It's going to be worth the wait. You're damn right it is. I can't wait to bring it back. I can't wait to have you guys watch me review hopefully Raw and SmackDown in the near future. Right now, I'm probably going to take a break from the WWE, as if I haven't already. But this little scenario with Dean Ambrose and the cancer situation with Roman Reigns, it doesn't sit well with me at all. Like you said, you've had family fight cancer. There's those who did not survive from it. The same happened for me. I lost a grandfather to cancer. I lost a grandmother to cancer. I have another grandmother who was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she survived it. And it's women like her who give us hope that, I guess you could say anyone with two hands has a fighting chance. God damn it, Ellsworth. Look what you did.
Can't even say that with a smile anymore. Fuck.
But yeah, cancer is no joke. Cancer is something to be taken seriously. Yeah, things that were said were perfectly true to form. The man has the answer to the guy upstairs, but you just don't say that on live TV.
You don't. There's absolutely no reason to. There's nothing funny about it. There's, ooh, we're gonna get heat. No. There's 10,000 other ways you can get heat in professional wrestling.
And this happened to be the biggest heat magnet of them all. Like, the fact is, there was no heat. It was pure silence by the crowd. They could not believe what was said. After watching the video, I could not believe what was said.
Well, the groan from the crowd, of all things that you hear from okay, LA is one messed up town as far as wrestling fans, because they were trolling Seth as he was spitting some just God honest truth about the whatever he was spitting, like literally a minute before Dean popped on the big screen. And they were whatting him. Of all things, one of the biggest baby faces in the company now. Everybody loves Seth Rollins, and the whole crowd was wetting him. It's like, really? Are you serious? Do you have to what everyone? I mean, what the hell kind of crowd are you? But then,
I hate those major cities, dude. Major cities are hostile, and they say and do whatever you want. I get it. You paid for a ticket. You get to say and do whatever you want. But to do some of the stuff that they're doing today is almost like bringing back the Attitude Era crowd, except these people are generally rude. Back then, they did it for entertainment. Today, they're doing it because they're a bunch of assholes.
They didn't do it for themselves back in the day.
No.
They did it because they loved the product and they went apeshit over it. Now they're like, ooh, I'm on TV. You give a rat's ass about what's going on around me. I'm going to pull an Enzo Amore. That was the perfect example of what that crowd was doing. I'm going to pull an Enzo Amore and go into business for myself.
Yeah.
Which I found absolutely hilarious what he did at Survivor Series. I'm not even pissed off about that.
How you doing?
How you doing? Guy comes out with a record. I don't care if you listen to it. I don't care if you buy it. I don't care if you buy it and smash it between your toes. He's still a G. He's an innocent. He got fired for all the wrong reasons. Oh, and he was bullied backstage by the people in the WWE. Okay, if you're an asshole, and you're just kind of a jerk, and you got a bit of an ego.
Yeah, it's just...
That's still not a reason to get bullied and punched backstage.
But yeah, like Blood Rain said, the WWE has a very dirty history. And
yeah, they do.
Backstage shit like that, no matter how legit it is, bullying backstage, be a star. WWE
Yeah,
just
like CM Punk used to say.
What was that?
Like CM Punk said in his rant before he so illustriously was cut off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, San Jose for TLC. Impact. Okay, he says, my time is fully going towards Impact, ROH, New Japan, MLW, Ring Warriors. Hey, there's a Ring Warriors fan, which is one I've been faithfully, 99% of the time. I think I missed an episode. No, actually, I didn't miss it. I was just late on reviewing it. In fact, I didn't review Saturdays. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow morning. I'll watch the episode and review it Wednesday before the Impact stuff hits Thursday. Ring Warriors is actually getting good because it's involving some favorites from Impact Wrestling along with a lot of brand new faces that makes me very curious for the brand. And the fact that it's filmed in the same place where Impact has shot their last stuff now, Sam's Town Casino in Vegas, it's a nice crowd. It's a nice sized crowd. It's not like 50 people, you know. It's a nice crowd. Oh, what else is in here before we get out of here tonight? Because it's getting late and I want to have one more beer before I crash. I got stuff I got to do. Oh, man. Blood Rain says Amori got thrown out from the crowd. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah. Ozzy, that's a great idea. They need to. So look up Dragon Gate Japan for even more greatness. Yeah, I was at a Dragon Gate USA show about 10 years ago. In fact, that was the Daniel Bryan, John Moxley, a.k.a. Dean Ambrose. It was Daniel Bryan's last indie match before he went back to the WWE. So I know a little bit about Dragon Gate. In fact, Pac just showed up there, I think. But yeah, there's a few Japanese companies besides New Japan, you know, kind of a little under the radar, but they're making some noise. Noah, Dragon Gate, DDT Pro, I think it's called, or something. That's where a lot of the guys like the Rascals and Joey Ryan and guys like that go over there and show off. Sammy Guevara was over there. Willie Mack was just over there. All Ego Ethan Page was just over there. A lot of Americans going over to Japan for these like smaller, we'll call them indie Japanese companies. You know, I mean, they'll go over for like a month and then for like a set of tapings and then come back. Pretty cool. Oh my goodness. All the chat. You guys make me so happy. All this stuff. I'll go back probably in the next day or so and read all this stuff again. Isn't Pac in Dragon Gate? He made an appearance there. He's kind of showing up slowly all over the place. In fact, he's making his debut again in the UK. It's either Progress or ICW. Sometime very soon. They just made the announcement. So Pac is starting to slowly branch out, you know, where his roots are. I got a feeling he's going to do something big soon. I don't know what, but he's primed and ready. His veins are popping. He's ready. But it's the trickle effect. It's okay. Everybody's still, okay. What you doing next?
Yep.
Yeah, he's ripped. Yeah, there's a women's promotion to sit. What? You lost me there. But there's a lot of new women's promotions out there. Rise, Title something wrestling down in Texas just had a huge show. They just put up a match on YouTube. Jazz versus Taya Valkyrie. It's in my watch later list. Can't wait to watch that. After that promo the Rascals had, I can't wait to see him. Yeah, Rascals in Impact Wrestling. I have been waiting for months, dude, for that. Can't wait. That promo card.
I'm going to check my provider, see if I got Pop TV, so I can start watching Impact more.
Dude, these tapings in Florida and what Killer Cross just leaked on Twitter tonight, right before I went live, he shared a picture of himself and Reverend James Mitchell.
Oh, wow.
Wow is right, dude. If he's somehow aligned with Reverend James Mitchell and this whole like little supernatural, oh my God. Cheers to that shit. I can't wait to see him. I mean, I'm just patiently waiting. We got a few weeks to go before the new year, and we'll see what happens.
Oh, absolutely.
Can't wait. Oh, no need to watch WWE with all the great wrestling happening. That's right. I mean, there is a lot of great stuff out there. A lot of great old companies like Impact Wrestling rising up from the old TNA stench. MLW's got a lot of great guys just like Impact. Ring Warriors has got some kind of deal with Impact Wrestling. I don't know what, but they're sharing some wrestlers. It started out a little shaky. I was a little, I don't know about this company, but it's starting to. They're starting to catch some steam. Some of the shows are starting to.
And you know what? Getting that steam, that's good for them. As long as they keep that steam rolling.
Well, what's nice is they got a nice crowd. Yeah. If you got a nice little packed arena behind you, and not like I said, it's not like 50 people. Like I've seen other independent wrestling shows that actually get some TV time. There was some company out of the South or Ohio or something, and I was like, "Oh, cool! What's this?" And it was in a gym, and there was like 20 people around the ring, and I'm like, "Dude, I love wrestling, but dude, you can't.
God damn it!
You can't put that shit on TV. Come on, have a little pride."
Yeah, it's sad to see certain promotions with very small crowds. It breaks my heart, and especially when you got guys from the past trying to come in, hoping that there'll be a big draw when they really aren't. It just saddens me even more.
And you guys, you've got guys that are getting a money grab like Shawn Michaels doing a backwards moonsault off the top rope, and nobody catches him. Was it worth it?
Not really.
No, it probably wasn't. Smacked your bald fucking head. Let me tell you, that don't feel good. Ow.
Yeah, don't do that again.
Even after a couple of beers, no, don't do that. So yeah, I think we're gonna get out of here. You guys cracking me up, talking about all sorts of crazy stuff. First Tajiri, then Abyss, and Macias, now Cross. The man is a legend. He's a legend in the making, yes. You guys don't know who the hell Cross is, go follow him. So, J-Bone, don't lose your smile. No, I'm not going to lose my smile. I had to get on here and I had to rant and I had to talk about it with my buddy Styles because thank you. Thank you, KT. Much love.
I'm glad we did. I'm really glad we talked about it. I'm glad I saw the video earlier. And that just gives me a whole new perspective on what the WWE is made of.
And it goes from the bottom feeding writer all the way up to Vinnie Mac that says, yeah, let's fucking use it. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. Don't expect me to watch the show for another few weeks.
Oh, it's going to be a much longer time for me than that. You know, and I love NXT stuff too. And it's like, well, it's Triple H's stuff. But still, it's like, I don't even feel like watching that now.
Yeah, it
pisses me off.
Why do you want to be a part of it?
What's that?
It's like, you know, NXT is associated with the WWE. That's Triple H's baby. But after a shit sandwich that we just saw, what would you want to be associated with the WWE?
Right?
I mean, I'm not that sensitive of a person anymore. But when I see situations like this, I will go out of my way to express my opinion. And, you know, I am a big follower to the freedom of speech. And it's like, sometimes it should not be abused like it was Monday night. It's really fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I really got nothing else to say about the situation. Like they said in the chat, more than likely get covered up on Monday. Like nothing ever happened.
Oh yeah. They'll
be sad.
They'll do something to crawl out of the mud, the shithole they bury themselves in. And you know, and for those people not affected by it, and like I said in the chat, you know, the wrestlers that want to go there knowing what's been said and how they'll get buried, wrestlers see money, not their legacy. Well, you know, it is a business, you know. Like if someone like the Young Bucks honestly wanted to go to the WWE and have a several year run with the company, make some big ass money, help. I mean, they got kids. Sometimes you got to think about the money, and I get that. I never fault people for wanting to follow their dreams, and yeah, I want to go to the WWE someday. That's fine. That's you. That's fine. You know, some people's dream is to write for the WWE or whatever. That's great. Some people have done tremendous stuff with them, and then they go by the wayside, and then they create incredible, even better shit like Lucha Underground, which we're still waiting for the announcement for season 5.
Yeah, I don't see it happening now.
It's the longer it is, because, you know, as soon as season 4 stopped, or as soon as season 3 stopped, season 4 was announced, as in coming soon. Oh, okay, it is in the plans, but they haven't said anything about season 5 yet. So it's like, and the longer it takes, it's been a few weeks now, and it's like, that's not good.
Unless Lucha Underground gets picked up by another company.
Well, the writers are waiting, anxiously awaiting. They've probably got season 5 already written. It's just a matter of who they can get to come back, visas, and all that kind of shit. Which is why 4 was kind of weird. It was different. They got to get a new temple too. No more Ice Temple. So, all right, we're getting out of here. We ranted enough. I think we went like an hour. Jesus. I never rant. And like I said, I don't get off on coming on here and just bitching and moaning. There's other channels that do that. I've seen other channels do that, and I don't like them. I've stopped following them. I don't do that on a regular basis on here because, number one, I don't feel comfortable doing that. I try to keep it lighthearted. I try to keep it happy, positive. But this had to be talked about.
And I'm glad we did talk about it for the last hour and semi-minutes.
We talked about some other positive things too. It's been very interesting. I'm going to be following that other story very closely as far as the Elite story.
Yeah,
and
I have to keep my eye on it.
They're not hinting at anything in there being the Elite videos. It's all WWE stuff, which is absolutely fucking hilarious.
WWE's completely clueless as to what's going on.
Triple H shows up in it. Well, it's not Triple H, but Triple H shows up in the video with the sledgehammer, attacks guys backstage. Stephanie shows up, leaves notes for, oh shit, what is her name? Brandy Rhodes, Cody's wife.
Yeah.
Come home. Here's your mic. What? Really? Oh, do they ever root away? If this is all legit, if this all Elite company is legit, oh man, do they have a rude awakening coming? I don't think they're going to get like 1 billion views off the bat. I mean, this is a work in progress. If this is legit, this is going to take about a year to get off the ground. A lot of work's got to happen. But as soon as they put that spark out there, the fire's going to burn so bright. It's going to be fucking gorgeous. So I can't wait, dude. I'm so excited. I'm trying to keep it contained because it's like, oh God, is it real? What do you think, dude?
I think it's as legit as it comes, man. I want to see the next big thing happen. Like you said, it's not going to be one of those million views in one night. This is one of them things that's going to take quite a few nights to achieve, some type of major status. But I'm looking forward to seeing this whole Elite company come into play, and hopefully they don't say stupid shit on TV if they make it to TV. It's going to be one of those things.
Well, the rumor is it's going to be on Access TV, but obviously, like I said, it's nothing's going to. Everyone's going to deny everything until it's like, okay, we're greenlit to talk about it. Blood Rain in the chat says, poor Scorpio Sky keeps getting candy. That's the best part of the show. Matt saves Scorpio Sky in the last one and says, "You're a lifesaver." And Matt hands him a lifesaver, and he unwraps one and puts it in his mouth. The last episode, he had a big, gigantic Hershey's Kiss or something. It's so demented, so weird. It's hilarious.
That's just crazy.
So, all right, we've gone on enough. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm tired. I've got a doctor's appointment in the morning. I'm getting my shots, so I behave myself. No, I'm kidding. Thank you, Styles, for joining me on this Tuesday late night rant.
Always a pleasure, dude.
Like I said, we don't normally go angry on here, but something had to be said. And
Absolutely.
like I said, I'm not doing this for views. I'm not doing this to go viral. But something had to be said, and someone had to be saying something about it. So if you believe in what we were talking about, please share it with your friends. You know, give it a like, give it a, you know, smash that like button, smash that sub button, share it with your friends, and
Buy the shirt.
Yeah, the link is in the description. Buy a shirt. Because guess what, folks? It's that time of year. It's getting cold out. Weather sucks when it gets cold out. But guess who's going to keep you warm? No, not me. I'm not going to come to your house and give you a hug. You're sick. Get that thought out of your head.
Oh, I want a hug.
I gave you a hug last time you were here. You
Yeah,
just gotta hang on to that for a while, okay?
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
But there are sweatshirts for sale in the description. If you dig the product, buy a sweatshirt. Buy one for your sweetie because you know ladies love the J-Bone. No, actually, I get no female viewers. That's bullshit. But anyways, it sounded good. Well, my wife watches me once in a while, which I can't even brag about that, but whatever. Thanks for the entertainment, J-Bone and Styles. You are welcome.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Thank you for being here and listening to us just get a little crazy on a Tuesday and standing up for what we believe in. Real professional wrestling that's edgy without the controversial bullshit. How about that? Put that on a t-shirt. That's too much to put on a t-shirt. Anyways, we're getting out of here. Thanks for watching. At S Lining. Look this up on Twitter, Jay. This is the promotion I mentioned. Will do. I will copy that and put that in my Twitter, whatever. All right, we are getting out of here. Thanks for joining. Thank you, Styles, for joining, brother. Much love to you. I will talk to you soon. And yeah, I'll be back sometime tomorrow. We'll do the Ring Warriors sometime. I don't know when tomorrow. Sometime. And then Thursday, of course, Impact Wrestling. And I work nights, so it might be a late one or it might be an early Friday morning Impact Wrestling review. So my reviews are all over the place lately, and that's just dealing with the change of life. So it is good. So all right, we'll see you guys soon. Good night or good morning or whatever. Much love.
Peace out, guys.